Namaste, Soul Tribe family. Welcome back my way on this divinely guided day. I hope y'all's day has been well because mine has been busy. Yes, it was a busy day. Okay. All started at about 8 in the morning. And literally, I'm just now finishing up. So you guys may be in that energy to where you have accomplished maybe a lot. All right. Just depends on what you're working on. So if you're new to the space, allow me to be the first to welcome you to all be in 1111 energy, Soul Tribe family. We're over here, we keep it real. Sometimes I come in hot and sometimes not. What that means is I do cuss and curse. I speak the truth and I call out names when guided to. Hopefully, you can vibe like that. And if you can, allow me to be the first to welcome you. Family, unfortunately, man, all I know is I'm going to start hanging up as soon as I get a representative on the phone. I ain't lying. Mm. I don't know how many of y'all are feeling this energy right now, but man, I thought I had something good going. I got a rep on the phone. Hmm And yes. Okay, so don't mind me though, family, but you may be feeling that energy. Maybe you had to narrow it down of where some things were coming from. Okay. To my A1s, for my day ones, I didn't forget about you. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. All right. There's may have been a day where you had to figure out a lot of things, especially behind whatever's going on. Like the device issue is just running rampant in the United States. Okay, probably because you a Queen of Pentacles. People could see you giving and receiving. High Priestess energy. They looking at you as being strong. Somebody want to walk away at this time. They about to be in some sort of regret here or disappointed because something didn't work out their way. Okay. But only take what resonates. All right, family. So let's bring the divine into this message. At this time, divine, I ask that you continue to keep us protected during this read all reads and all the time. I ask that you provide us with clear and concise messages, as well as clarity, guidance, intuition, wisdom, and discernment. Any negativity, any toxicity, any evil, any witchcraft being thrown or projected at myself or the Soul Tribe family, I ask that you shield our minds, bodies, souls, and vessels from it as we too shield our minds, bodies, souls, and vessels from it, clearing it, canceling it, and releasing it back to the universe. So, family, I feel like you are definitely in Nine of Cups energy. Okay, this is a wish coming true. With this wish coming true, you could be promoted. You could be promoted to the cybersecurity director for all I know. Or as hard as some of y'all are working on your devices, okay? Yes, you could be definitely, okay? Something like that, okay, or being promoted in your area of expertise. Okay, I'm not saying I'm an expert at far, by far, okay, but I do know what I know. And there are some things here that just shouldn't happen. But with this Nine of Cups coming out and this wish fulfillment followed by this, what is this? The Queen of Pentacles. I feel like, um, mm, with this Queen of Pentacles energy family, don't be nurturing to the wrong people. Okay. Just don't nurture the wrong energy. That's what I'm getting from here. Okay. Because sometimes you could be too nice, right? And once again, somebody thinks you're nice. And there it goes. I mean, there it is. Um, they look at that as being an open door for, someone being naive, taking advantage. I cannot make it up. Someone being naive, being able to take advantage of them. See what I'm saying? Like literally, when you're too nice or you have this really good giving energy, giving, loving energy, a lot of people take advantage of that. Okay. So it's something about you being careful with being too nurturing. Okay. Especially when you're dealing with energies that are toxic. And right now, they're very toxic. Okay. Only take what resonates. And I'm talking about when I say they're very toxic, just think about every time you call, where are you being routed to? Who are you talking to? I saw on my Google account today, I speak two damn languages. And I was like, since when? I'm always be English. That's all I know. But this one said Indonesia. I said, I'm not Indonesian. I don't speak Indonesian. I don't speak Indo. Man, okay. So what I tell you today was busy, right? Yes, yes. There's a lot of things going on. Okay. And with these things that are going on, I feel like, only take what resonates. I feel like USA is the target. Okay. For a lot of cybersecurity breaches, just security breaches across the board. USA is targeted hardcore. And don't call and be a sweetheart on the phone with none of them. But then you can't be mean either. So I feel like, you might need to start looking at, why are our calls being routed? Because I know, look, Emperor Boss talking, why are the calls why are the calls being routed all over the damn place? Hmm. Do we not have any Americans that could work these jobs? This is call center stuff. Most of them come with a knowledge base. That's just a side note. Coming from a boss like energy or something, you could be feeling that way. Hmm. I feel like, somebody here is about to regret some shit and end up walking away or leaving something or being fired. Okay, because just because your wish fulfillment is what it is, right? Whatever you do for a living, all right. They could be looking at you as someone who is strong. This could be an old employer too that was looking at you as someone that was a strong base for them. Hmm. A very strong base. This strength could be connected to someone who's real toxic. Hmm. That's why your calls getting routed all over the damn country. Mhm. Could be, could be. But you may already know this. High priest, high priestess energy. You may already know this. Yeah. You got the Ace of Wands out here. Yeah, you could be working on somebody's new project. Okay. I told you, I smell it in the air, but that's the thing. Look, somebody is trying to get you to work for home for free. The fuck? You better run a check. I ain't about to be on the phone all day troubleshooting with y'all's folks. Hmm. I feel like, yeah, this devil gonna have to walk away. They about to be very disappointed with the situation. Okay. Tell me more. Maybe you worked on a project. Somebody gonna end up having to walk away. Yeah, and that's a victory for you and for them too. Just leaving it alone. This will be a victory if they just leave it alone, family. I'm telling you, leave it alone. Because people want you to sit there and act like you don't know something or see something or feel something. But I mean, I don't know. I do know. Let me quit saying I don't know. I do know. When you are intuitively tapped in, you intuitively tapped in, period. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So I feel like many of y'all that are going through a lot, there is an attack on the US, especially when it comes to security level stuff. When you are getting these voices that they ain't in no tech here, I'm gonna just tell you, hang the fucking phone up. Hmm. Hang the phone up. Okay. Tap into that Ten of Pentacle energy. Tap into the wisdom that you have. Tap into the inner knowing and the inner wealth that you carry, because that's what they see too. They figure, oh, you just got it. You just got some money and you just about to know. No, no, that was all wrong. That was all wrong, family. Okay. I feel like that was all wrong. That's what they see you as too. They see you as somebody that is definitely getting what you wish for. They see you as being strong. They see you as being a creative. You have new ideas. Everything's new with you. You are definitely in Ten of Pentacles energy, dealing with somebody that is in the devil energy, and that's the truth. Y'all see that flop out? That's the truth. You dealing with somebody that's in devil energy. Mhm. Mm, this is an old employer too. For some of y'all, if you was on a job doing the job right and was getting messed with, hmm I can't make it up, and was getting messed with, because yeah, you were 10 of Pentacles, and that's the truth. But you had to stand your ground every damn day. Yeah, this employer might be mad. Whatever's hidden always comes out in the dark. Hmm Whatever's hidden, I mean, whatever's in the dark always comes out in the light. Yes. Look, so your abuser that you didn't know who they were, you know who they are now. Hmm It's an old employer that has been causing you a lot of issues. Yep. They're remembering a time. It could be positive or negative, but nostalgia normally is positive energy. It didn't come out in the reverse. But yeah, they might be remembering a time with you. Tell me more, spirit. Yep. You were the sunshine. You were the sunshine in this employer's life. You brought a lot of shit out that was probably happening behind the scenes that they didn't even know about. And they figured that was justice. Hmm They could have been also after you for a while behind things that were happening. They felt like you did something to them, but you didn't. You was just working hard. That was it. Working hard and reaping the rewards from your little paycheck. That was it. Looking at a long-term goal. Hmm I cannot make it up. Looking at a long-term goal, looking at the pinnacle. It's your employer. It's an old employer, but they wanted you to have some sort of self-doubt here or negative thoughts, or they were trying to, project negativity onto you, trying to keep you entrapped some sort of way. Mm. Tell me more, spirit. I saw that. Queen of Swords, clarity here, and that's the truth. It's an old employer that's been causing you all these problems. Why do I feel like some of y'all is work? Listen, I don't know what you do, but if you constantly troubleshooting your technical devices and shit like that, or you constantly having to reset your phones to factory default and break down your networks and build them back up, I don't know. I feel like you are seriously being tested. I cannot make it up. You're being tested. I feel like you got an old employer testing you. Yep. Seeing just how hard you'll work. And you working that damn hard. That's what's bringing in your blessings. It says good luck, but I like to say blessings. Okay, there's some sort of karma that's been following you around throughout your life cycles. You've been having ups and downs. It's because somebody could be trying to push you back into an industry that you don't care nothing about. I cannot make it up. They don't have the same beliefs that you have. Okay. But this is somebody who is definitely a part of an institution of some sort of society. I feel like, you may be wise, they may be wise, but I think their wise is like a bully wise. I think that there's somebody, this energy, they don't want to flat out come and tell you, hey, you were pretty much on top. Yeah. So because of that, their pride has them having you go through some sudden changes or oof, I feel like really this is a revelation. You realize who's been doing this to you. You're starting to realize who's been doing this to you. It's an old employer. I cannot make it up. They've been planning. They was planning, planning, planning. They could have been planning how to try to, affect you after you left an industry or left the working industry. You could be in business for yourself. You could be working on whatever it is that you want to do for yourself. It's healing for you. I can't make it up. It's healing for you. They want you to be in your head, but you steadily are moving towards the Four of Wands. And they don't like seeing this. Exactly. Because look, they want you to take this cup. You don't want that cup because you know your star energy and you waiting on some different ships to come in. Somebody out here trying to do a balancing act but with an Empress energy. Hmm. Trying to see where you fit in as an Empress or an Emperor because the Emperor did come out. No, you don't fit into their world anymore. Their world's too disrespectful. If you gonna fit in, you better be coming back as the director. I cannot make it up after the shuffle as the director with the magician at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, you ain't trying to do nothing for these people no more. Not in the industry that they had you in, family. Hold on, let me change this because I see the lights getting ready to come in a little different. Yeah, you ain't messing with nobody else. Not on that level. Oh, that looks better. Mm-hmm. Yeah, not on that level. I feel like out here, family, for a lot of y'all that have walked off these jobs, found better employers or better employment, or just started working for yourself, it is your old employer. Whoever you work the hardest for, that's who's messing with you. And that's the secret at the bottom of the deck. They could be trying to trick you, hmm trick you into thinking it's something else, and it's not. It's them. It's them. Yeah. With this joy coming out, you got secrets, trick, and joy. See, look, here's the thing. You are joyful, you are harmonious, and you happy doing whatever it is that you're doing. But you got one employer that you left, and you left them on bad terms because you was getting bullied on the job. This employer is salty at that. This employer salty, yeah, because you found joy and you're confident in whatever it is that you're doing. Mhm. They don't like that. They do not like that. And these are the ones that have been attacking your accounts for my readers, for my oracles, for my star seeds, for the galactic beings with the gifts. These are your old employers that are attacking your accounts. Yeah, very cunning energy here. Hmm. And they're cunning because they're attacking your freedom. Hmm. Hmm. Wanting you to adapt. Believe that spirit is saying. Uh-uh. See, these are energies that they don't want you to have a life of your own. They want to consume it. They want to consume your peace because they're still pissed off. They're still kids playing games, especially when they're invading your energy here. Yeah, and this is not an act of kindness at all. Hmm, interesting. I told you. It has everything to do with work. You have left an employer, and when you left that employer, they saw everything go downhill. You left this employer on bad terms too, because they would never reach out to you. They were believing their friends that moved abroad. Okay. But they were very upset. They were very upset with you. And why? They were very upset with you. Mm, okay. Wow. I wonder what employer it is for y'all. Hmm. Tell me more, Spirit. Well, whoever it is, they ain't welcome because you don't want no bad vibes around you. You see this little creepy hand here? This first time I noticed that hand. You see you over here planting your seeds in good soil. You see this little poisonous hand here? Yeah, that's these people. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Somebody wants you to look like you always trying to cry victim until you come in with them receipts. This employer gonna be mad at the receipts you be having because they know you have receipts for everything they've been doing. Yep. To include them messing with your phone. Hmm. See, they wanted you to always look like you crying victim. You ain't crying no damn victim. Mm-mm. That was impossible. Hmm. Yeah. You've already thrown out all of those negative emotional quarter type energies. Peace lives here now, family. Okay. Yeah, you're not going to be their emotional landfill. You about to take that trash out too. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. This energy right here, they ran their mouth and still couldn't outrun your glow. And that's what it's all about. That's why your platforms are being attacked like this, because these are ex employers that are losing out bad. And they want you to take some sort of loss too. They want you to take some sort of loss too. But you can't. The divine is there for you. You gonna stay on top of what you gotta stay on top of. Hmm. Yeah. You are not their mirror anymore. Smash that frame. And their access has been revoked because grace is not guaranteed with these people. Lies, manipulation, and trickery instead is. Mhm. It's your old employer. You probably know exactly who it is too. Because don't nobody just, hound nobody like this. It's coming from your old employer. Your old employer has everything to do with the government system too. And they sold somebody's, look, this motherfucker sold the one I'm picking up on, they sold their company off to the government. Uh-huh. And still they're a masked criminal. They've been examining you and examining you and examining you. I feel like this energy right here, they're upset because they already know it's coming to an end for them. Hmm. Somebody needs to do a deeper dive, take a deeper look into this energy because it's something they're missing. Tell me more, spirit. It's something they're missing. Tell me this. Tell me, what is it? Oh, there it is. Hmm. The version of events. Yep. The fan fiction versus the truth. They burning down the pages with the truth. And they copied the blueprint but couldn't replicate the soul. I don't even feel like I feel like even them trying to copy the blueprint came out bad, came out wrong. Hmm. They got some shit buried real deep. That's why somebody needs to look at something. Hmm. And I mean, this is a filthy rich motherfucker too. Oh, quick disclosure, I do cuss and curse and speak the truth and call out names and got it too. That's why they're able to afford you being gang stock. They rich as fuck. Hmm. Your rich ass employer is the one gang stalking you. Your ex rich employer. Yeah. It says they cut cords, but you rewired your whole system. And that's exactly what they did. They was cutting cords. You couldn't even get a job for some of y'all. Then when you found a different way and a different route out, look what they did. Look what they did. They're mad. They're mad. Yeah, because you took the high road and the view's much better up there. Hmm. This employer is behind a lot of this. Somebody about to do some research into that too. Hmm. It's an old employer you had, 2014. Mhm. An old employer for 2014 has been the one that has been stalking you and hunting you down. Mm, that's interesting. Now, it could be a different year. I just heard that though. Mm. Hmm. This old employer from 2014 has been hunting and stalking you. Had everything to do with your cameras getting mm, mm, really. For those of you with your security camera issues and stuff, it's an old employer. Something about a government contract. Somebody works there. Whoever works there at the government or wherever this was. Hmm. Mm, damn. So they sold the company, really, and then made sure that it was employed by everybody that would do what they needed to do to keep them with tabs on you. Yeah. So today they may have stole your time, but they cannot steal your light. Mm, mm, damn. And at the bottom of the deck, you that whistleblower. All right, family. So I'm gonna leave this message here. It's an old employer that has been on your helmet. They're salty. Hmm. Okay. What they rushing? We got vulnerable out here rushing and not being you. You could. They could be thinking you shit. Hell, I don't project no perfect image. So I don't think this is you, family. I think they were trying to project a perfect image. Hmm. Yeah. Somebody was out here trying to project a perfect image and they're far from it. They didn't want nobody to see them in a vulnerable position. And Oblivion here. Yeah. I feel like they didn't want to come out, but it's coming out anyway because now you know who's stalking you. I'm telling you, it's an old employer. 2014, 2012. I heard just now. And that's a long fucking time. Yeah, because they was too busy comparing you. This comparison, they thought you was dumb. This old employer thought you were dumb as hell. They thought you'd never pick up on their energy. Yeah. Oh, and after I did the shuffle, it's still here. Yeah. It's not you, family. It's them. I cannot make it up. It's not you, it's them. And they've been paying people. I told you this bastard's rich as fuck. They've been paying people to mess with you. I cannot make it up. This wealthy man, he sure has. He had this whole conversation in his office about a mature woman living within this community, trying to place you in some sort of poverty mindset or poverty, tried to get you locked up. They found out you was an official person. This concerned him. That doesn't mean that this person stopped. You're going to have to make a change, privileged lady. Because you got to get away from a very false person. hmm Okay. Privileged lady, privileged man. You got to make a change to get away from a very false person. Because this motherfucker, they act like a child. All right, family. So now I'm going to leave that message here for y'all. I love you and the divine loves you. Let's close out. At this time, divine, I ask that you continue to keep us with love, harmony, tranquility, prosperity, peace, protection, and respect, and good health and good wealth in our lives and all the time. Ashe and thank you. And until next time, you know what I love to say. Namaste.